Okay, dude, you ready for this? I'm gonna do another video for you here. This is gonna be your first experiment with tying a parachute fly. I fish 90% of the time when I fish a dry fly. I fish a parachute. Um, and what I use for the post is this foam, right? You can see right here, I got tons of different colors. Okay, I just go to Hobby Lobby like I told you, and I basically buy sheets of it. They're I don't know 18 inches by 12 inches or something like that is what the post is. Basically the size of the sheet, and then what I do is I just cut off little squares. I got it stored in certain spots, and then I basically use it here's basically how much I'm using that little strip right there. It's basically about an 1/8 inch wide, by 6 inches for this fly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a neutral color thread. Okay, in this case, it's a pale morning dun Biot body fly that I'm going to tie. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to wrap my thread. Okay, you'll notice I try to get this background for you, so you can maybe even see a little bit better. I'm going to come down the hook a little bit. I'm using a 24 87 Tiemco. It's basically, this is a Togan fly, or a Togan hook that I'm using. It's just Tiemco's the sizes I've got matched. So what you're going to do is you're going to come in and you're going to tie on this post right here. Just tie it on and pull back on the back and snip it off. You'll see a little bitty bud back there that stays on there once you do this. Okay, and you're going to wrap right over top of that bud just to secure it a little more. Okay, then you're going to come up and you're going to start winding around the post. Okay, because what you want to do is stand that post up. Okay, the reason I like this foam post is, again, because it makes this fly completely waterproof and it floats. Okay, it's if you're using all floatable materials, then at the end of the day, you're gonna your fly's gonna end up floating. Okay, so I'm gonna use some Z-Lon or Antron or Darlon, whatever you got, right? I mean, I'm gonna stick that in there, then I'm gonna pull it back, just to give myself a little bit of a shuck. Okay, I'm gonna pull that forward. You can see how I pull it forward and cut that off approximately the length of the hook shank. Okay, then I'm gonna come in over top of that, okay, with a wood duck feather. Okay, all I'm gonna do is split off maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fibers, whatever it might be. It's not much. Okay, all I want to do is just take that Z-Lon. I'm gonna try and measure that out to get it about the same length. Okay, and then I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna tie it down. Okay, all I'm trying to do is give that Z-Lon a little bit of barred look. That's all I'm trying to do. The Z-Lon is going to give it some flash back there to make it look like an emerger shuck. Okay. Um, the actual wood duck will give it some level of a barred look. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to take goose Biot. Okay. All you do on something like this is take one of those little fibers, pull it off of there. Okay, it's got two sides. Okay, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to tie it with the concave side to you. Okay, there's going to be a little bar down at the bottom of it, and that forms a little rib when you wrap. Okay, so I want it to give it a little bit of a rib when it wraps up the hook shank. Okay, all right, I'm going to tie on my hackle right now. Okay, and the way you tie on this parachute hackle is you basically take and concave side of the shank of the hackle is facing the post. Okay, and you want to wrap this right around the post. Okay. All right. All right, and then come right back to the front. Then, okay, what you're gonna do is get some little. I got some Hackle pliers here. Just whatever. Oops, I just shot a hook across the table here. Okay, what you're gonna do is take and wrap this Biot forward. Okay, you're gonna find a starting spot for it and wrap that body forward. Okay. And what it's going to do is it's going to form some natural segmentations with this, with the actual material itself. Okay, you can tie this fly down to sizes, little. I mean, let's get one more back here, and then there we go. And what you're going to do is come up, tie it off, and we're going to snip off any excess. Okay, actually I'll just wind on the excess. There's nothing to stop me from doing that. Now, okay, I've got a hackle, I've got a body on the back. Okay, I've got two types of dubbing I'm going to use on this one. Ice dub and orange check nymph. The pale morning duns have a little tinge of orange to them. Okay, the ice dub puts a little bit of flash in there to kind of draw attention to it. And then the orange fur dubbing obviously gives it its orange color. Okay, I'm gonna just put a very tiny bit, okay, on the hook, okay, and then bring everything forward. Okay, what you end up with is something that looks like that. It doesn't, believe me, little tiny bit of dubbing. Okay, you can use an orange post if you want. I'm using pink right there. Anything that really makes the fly visible. Okay, you're going to tie that parachute on there. Okay, you can go as many hackles as many times around as you want. Okay, so I like them. I like to go around quite a bit. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and go under, and I'm actually wrapping around the post right now. Okay, to actually give my fly a little bit of flotation there. I'm gonna pull everything back. Okay, oops. Remember when I said I like to use a half hitch when I tie a parachute, because it basically fits right over the end of the hook, and put like three little half hitches on there. Alright, I'm going to snip off my thread, snip off my hackle, and there you have it. Okay, parachute, dry fly, okay, underneath look from the fish's point of view. Okay, you'll catch a fish, man.